Hello! Lately YouTube has become full of videos promoting this device as the digital recorder for recording videos on tape-based camcorders without using tape, and even as the ultimate device to digitize analog videos like VHS or 8mm videos. Is this device actually that good? Let's find out. The Mini DVR comes in a plastic box that contains the recorder itself, a short user guide, and two cables. The Mini DVR combines a digitizer, recorder, battery, and three buttons in one tiny package. It does not have a screen. If it did, the whole thing would be larger and would drain the battery faster, so this seems like a sensible compromise. The device records onto a microSD card with capacity up to 32 GB. The slot is spring-loaded. You need to push the card until it clicks. My fingernails are not long enough to push the card in. I even thought the locking mechanism was broken. I settled on using a paperclip to insert and eject the card. To set the recorder up, connect it to a monitor or a TV via this composite output. By the way, it seems that I've bought a DIY version. It came with two cables. Each of them has a tip ring sleeve plug on one side and separate wires on another. The ready-to-use variant should come with cables having plugs on both sides. This is not a big deal. I have a matching cable with RCA plugs. The Mini DVR uses LRGV pinout. My cable is LVGR, so I just swapped yellow plug with red one. The setup screen contains two pages. On the first page, you select the recording format, VGA, D1, or HD. You can choose whether to record audio and whether to stop recording automatically in 10, 20, or 30 minutes. On the second page, you can choose light frequency. No idea what it means. It can be 60 or 50 Hz and does not seem to affect anything. And TV output format, NTSC or PAL. After you've done with the config, connect the Mini DVR to a camcorder or another analog video source. Turn it on and use this button to start and stop recording. Let's start with the HD mode. I've recorded several sports clips of a TV. Fox broadcasts in 720p 60. The Mini DVR records with the same frame size. ABC broadcasts in 720p 60 as well. The Mini DVR has ruined the picture completely. Color splotches instead of spectators, color fringing on the girl's top, stair-stepping on diagonals, and the words on the stands are illegible. CBS broadcasts in 1080i30. To watch it on a progressive scan monitor, the video must be deinterlaced to 60p. Every modern television set does this internally. I deinterlaced it using basic double frame rate method. As you can see from the broken diagonals, the Mini DVR uses just one field out of two from each frame. Not only spatial resolution, but temporal resolution is lost too. The Mini DVR records video at 30 frames per second, not 60. NBC also broadcasts in 1080i30, so I have deinterlaced it to 60p. Again, diagonals are broken and the picture is full of color splotches. I have recorded a couple of clips with my VHS camcorder, on tape, on the Mini DVR, and on the HD Capture Pro digital recorder that I bought 5 years ago. Let's compare the results. The Mini DVR video is noisier than VHS video recorded on tape. The HD capture box recorded a clean image. Now a scene with motion. D1 mode on the Mini DVR cannot faithfully capture interlaced video such as VHS, Video 8 or DV. The Mini DVR recorded only half the pictures, dropping every other field. This made the video more stuttery. The HD capture box recorded all the frames. There are many reasons for poor performance of the Mini DVR. It uses an ancient compression format, MJPEG, which is more than 30 years old and needs plenty of bitrate. For example, DV video, which employs a modified variant of MJPEG, runs at 25 megabits per second for standard definition and 100 megabits per second for high definition. The mini DVR records at about 4 megabits per second in VGA mode, 5 to 6 megabits per second in D1 mode, and 12 to 15 megabits per second in HD mode. Insufficient bitrate results in visible compression artifacts. The mini DVR records half of the lines and half of the frames, so it loses both temporal and spatial resolution. It uses composite input, which is not meant for HD. In standard definition modes, the picture does not look much better because crosstalk between luminous and chrominous components of the video causes color fringing, rainbow, and dot crawl. It records linear PCM digital audio at only 8 kHz sampling rate. This is telephone quality. To make matters worse, the recording level is too high and the audio is constantly clipping. To make the mini DVR usable for capturing analog video, it should employ a more efficient codec. Even 30-year-old MPEG-2 will work. It should record either native interlaced video or should properly deinterlace it, converting each field into a complete frame. It should use correct frame rate for PAL video, 25 or 50 frames per second exactly, not some fractional number. It should use correct frame size for PAL, 720 by 576, not 720 by 480. It should use an effective comb filter to separate luminance and chrominance signals and prevent dot crawl. To record high definition, the device must have an HDMI input. It should offer better sound quality. In its current form, the mini DVR cannot be used to capture video, preserving its original quality. Video recorded directly onto the mini DVR by passing tape looks worse than video recorded on VHS tape. Quite an achievement. I suggest to use the device in HD mode and adjust aspect ratio if you shoot with an old-school 4x3 camcorder. This would squeeze the best quality out of it. Low frame rate cannot be helped, but many people cannot see the difference between, say, 30 and 60 frames per second, and of those who can, many prefer lower frame rate because it offers more film-like and less realistic look. After all, if Super 8 is a thing at only 18 frames per second, why mini DVR could not have its own look? Pixels on a screen are just a representation of reality, and if you like a particular flavor of it, who can judge your artistic vision? Thank you. I hope this was entertaining. Goodbye.